backstage here for our inside look experience. We're going to start a training session with some of our whales here. The whales that you're looking at right now are 3 female killer whales. We have Takara. She's the oldest member of our pod at 27 years old. And she is the mother of the 2 other whales in this pool. Sakari, who is 8 years old. She is on your left. And Kamea, who is 4 years old. Now you guys are here at an awesome time because you're going to see what I think is the coolest behavior that we have trained these whales. You're going to see Sakari pee in a cup. Okay, watch. Look, she's peeing and we're catching in the cup. How cool is that? We trained that. Sakari, that was amazing. So what's the first thing that the doctors ask you to do when you go to the doctor's office and they hand you that cup, right? They want a urine sample. Because there's so many things that they can check with that urine sample. They can check to make sure that there's nothing in that urine that shouldn't be there. They can check your hormone levels. So it's important for us to check the same things in these whales. So we trained our whales to participate in their own health care. That way they can help us take care of them. So how easy was that to ask them to pee in the cup? Now, we train that by asking her to roll over on her and show us her belly. And we call it capturing. There's several ways that we can train here at SeaWorld, and capturing is one of the ways that we can do it. So we ask her to roll over, show us her belly, and we'll just wait and wait and wait until she pees. And then when she does pee, we'll touch her on her belly, and we'll blow her whistle. That tells her good job, and we'll give her lots of things that she likes to reinforce her. So what do you think Sakari might like? Fish, that's right. We just saw her eat a whole bunch of fish. She likes fish, of course she does, she's a whale. But Sakari likes all sorts of other things. She likes when her trainers dance around with umbrellas next to her. I'm just kidding. We are holding that umbrella to shade her eyes from the sun. Just like some of you guys have umbrellas today to shade yourselves from the sun. But we also play with the whales and do lots of different visual playtimes. They give them things to look at. So she likes different toys, she likes back rubs, she likes ice. Oh, we're seeing something else now that is very, very cool. Now Kristen has a tape measure, and she has that tape measure right now underneath a part of Sakari's body. That part of her body is called her peduncle. It's a really big muscle that runs from her dorsal fin to her tail loop. And she is shimmying that tape measure all the way up. Now that tape measure is in front of her dorsal fin because we are trying to measure Sakari's girth. What do you think her girth is? It's her width, right? We get different measurements from the whale every month. And we measure their total length and we measure their girth. Now these are very important behaviors. So that's amazing that Sakari laid there calm and still to allow that tape measure to go around her. It took a lot of training for Sakari to get used to that. Now it's important that we take these measurements because we are participating in different research studies. And one of the research studies that we have going on right now involves measuring the whales, all sorts of measurements, length, girth, and even the thickness of their blubber with an ultrasound machine. And we share all of that information with different researchers. So right now, there is a whale out in the Pacific Northwest. She's part of the southern resident pod of killer whales. Now those whales are studied very in-depthly. They've named all the whales. They can tell them all apart. They study them very in-depthly. Her name is J50. J50 is the youngest whale in that pod. She's 4 years old. The 2 calves that they've had in the past 2 years have unfortunately not survived. So there's something going on with this pod of whales. And they've noticed that J50 is not doing well. And J50 is slower than the rest of the pod. She looks weak. She looks emaciated. So National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration is part of this research study with us. And we have a 4-year-old whale here named Kamea. We've used her measurements and compared them to J50, and we know that J50 is not doing well. So NOAA, National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration, has contacted our help, and together we have been able to help J50, and we've even administered some medications for her and watched her very closely. So hopefully we're able to continue repopulate as well. So it's a very cool thing that the whales that are living here are directly impacting the whales that are out in the ocean. And that is just one of the many, many examples that we have on how our research is affecting whales out in the ocean. So it looks like over there we've got some whales playing with an environmental enrichment device. That's a toy. You see that big red thing? That's a toy we were able to give them. We can give them all sorts of different things to play with and to interact with. Oh, there's another one right there. Now it's up to us as the trainers to find out what each whale really, really likes and to get creative and make different toys for them that's safe for them. So these whales, they're pretty big animals, right? So we need to make sure that the toys that we give them are very highly durable or they're edible. So you might see us giving the whales things to eat or play with that aren't fish. Sometimes we give them things like Jell-O and they'll play with it, but it's also safe for them to eat it. Okay, this whale is Kamea. Kamea is just 4 years old, and at 4 years old, she weighs in at just over 2,000 pounds. Are we going to measure her? Yes. Okay. So Kamea, she's much younger than Sakari, so she's not as far along in the training process with these measurements, but she's doing very, very well. So 4-year-olds whales are very similar to 4-year-old people. Sometimes 4-year-olds have a really great attention span, and sometimes it's a little bit shorter than others, right? We can all relate to this. So that's what it's like working with Kamea. It is so much fun, but it's always different. But look how calm and still she's being for a 4-year-old. She is doing great. So we're going to do that same measurement right now. She let us wrap that right underneath her body, and we're shimming it all the way up so we can get that girth measurement. Now we measure her in centimeters, so right when we're done measuring, I'll ask them what the measurement was so I can let you guys know just how wide a 4-year-old orca whale is. We can talk a little bit about that dorsal fin. So that dorsal fin is the fin on top of her body. It has no bones and no muscles in it. It's made of a dense fibrous material. Sometimes that dorsal fin gets really tall and really heavy and it'll start to bend over. If you think about the whales' lifestyles here, they spend a lot of time on the surface. Sometimes gravity takes toll. Sometimes it will bend and sometimes it won't. Kristen, how wide is Kamea? 245. He's 245 centimeters wide, which is, we're going to get to you in inches maybe. That's okay, 245 centimeters wide. Pretty cool, right? She did 8 feet. She is 8 feet around. That's pretty amazing. I don't think I would have guessed it's 8 feet. Now you see all that fish she's going to eat? She swallowed it whole, didn't she? She didn't even chew. They have about 40 or 50 cone teeth in their mouth that fit together like a zipper. They don't chew at all with those fish. With those teeth, they swallow their fish whole. Now what's really amazing about orcas is that what they hunt depends on where they live in the world and what their family or pod has learned to hunt. It seems to be a behavior that they pass down from generation to generation. So orcas are found in every ocean around the world, most predominantly in the northern and the southern regions where it's a little bit colder. So each family or pod of whales has learned how to hunt something. So there's certain pods of whales that just eat fish, and there's certain pods of whales that just eat other marine mammals, like other species of whales and dolphins and seals and sea lions. There's even some that have hunted sharks or stingrays or penguins. So they'll pretty much eat whatever they can find. They are apex predators out in the ocean, which means nothing really hunts on the killer whale. But they do have threats out in the ocean. Can anyone guess who their threats are? Not sharks, humans. Yeah, our impact, yeah. So, whales and dolphins rely very heavily on communication with one another. So noise pollution is something that we have to be very careful with. There's a lot of noise from boat traffic out in the ocean. And that can interfere with their communication. We had all of our whales participate in a hearing study a few years back. And when you guys take a hearing test They put headphones on you, you sit in a quiet room, and they give you a button, and every time you hear a noise, you press the button, right? Who's done that? I've done that. Yeah. So we wanted our whales to take hearing tests. How can we give that same hearing test to a whale? What do you think? Well, we came up with a way. We taught our whales to be very quiet and still. When they were under the water, when they heard the noise under the water, they blew bubbles out of their blowhole. We taught them when they heard a noise to blow bubbles. So then we would sound different noises under the water, and every time they heard it, they'd blow bubbles. And if they didn't blow bubbles, they didn't hear it. This research study took several years, and it was really cool because we were able to hear how high, we were able to learn how high or how low they hear. Okay, for those of you that just walked in, this is the most amazing thing you're going to see all day. I am not kidding. We taught these whales how to be in a cup. This is Takara, and she saw the cup and she knows she has to be in it. It's so cool, right? So it is very important that we train our whales to help us take care of them. So we can monitor all sorts of things with that urine sample. We'll take it down to our laboratory right here, and we'll have our veterinarians analyze it. And we're able to check for hormone levels, just like they're able to check all the things in our urine. So Amy puts a glove on her hand. It's a loofah glove. Doesn't it feel good when we take a shower to exfoliate sometimes? Rub those loofah gloves on our hands or our feet. It seems like the whales really like it too. Now their skin is very smooth. Has anyone ever touched a dolphin? For those of you that have touched a dolphin, these whales feel exactly like a dolphin. We have several programs here at SeaWorld where you can sign up for different tours and interaction programs where you can touch our dolphins here. They feel exactly like the whales. They have a very smooth layer of skin, but they do slap their skin off every few hours to make sure there's always that nice, fresh, new layer of skin underneath, so they stay very streamlined in the water, and they can swim really fast. These guys can swim at speeds of about 30 miles per hour. Okay, it looks like we're going to measure Takara. Let's take some guesses. So the 4-year-old was about 8 feet wide. How wide do you think Takara is going to be? I don't know. What do you guys think? How wide do you think she's going to be around her belly? How many feet? 10 feet? We got some guesses at 10 feet. What do you guys think? How wide? 12 feet? Okay, we'll see. So we trained her to lay there still just like the rest of them. And we put that tape measure and we're sliding it up her peduncle. That's that muscle that runs from her dorsal fin to her tail fin. That's how she's able to swim 30 miles per hour. And we are going to get that measurement. While we're waiting for that measurement, I'll talk a little bit about that blowhole on top of her head. You guys see the hole on top of her head? You hear that noise? That noise was coming out of her blowhole. That's where they make all of their vocalizations. They have no vocal cords at all, so no air passes through their mouth, only that blowhole, and that's also where all of their noises come from. Okay, let's see. How many centimeters was it, Kristen? Oh, we're going for feet this time. Just about 10 feet wide. And Kamea was 8. Very cool. Now she's got one of those environmental enrichment devices on her pectoral flipper as she's waving. Pretty cute, Takara. We love seeing that. Her tail flukes move in an up and downward motion. That's how they propel themselves through the water. There's also no bones or muscles in that tail fluke, so they move differently than fish. Fish go side to side, right? Well, these two tail flukes go up and down. People ask us all the time, how do you tell the whales apart? So I want you guys to look at Takara. You'll notice she's a lot bigger than the other 2 whales living in here. And there's a few differences if we look very closely that I'll point out in a second. On her face, she has that white underside, that white chin, and she has a birthmark on that. It's a tan line on her chin. When she picks her head up here, we'll see it. You see that birthmark? She's going to show everyone. Now that birthmark is unique to Takara. You see this white circle eye patch right here? On the back side of it, she's got a little tiny black freckle in that white eye patch. That's unique to her as well. So when you guys spend every day with these notice the differences right away. You can just say, that's Takara because it's Takara. But at first, we have to look at all these little differences to tell them apart. Cool stuff. Now, we do lots of different things throughout our day. So sometimes when we feed our whales and interact with them, we play with them. Sometimes we do shows. Sometimes we teach them new things. And sometimes we just hang out with them. It's always different. So they get their own set amount of food that's healthy for them every day that they receive, no matter what. But their day is always different. So sometimes they do a show, sometimes they participate in these different playtimes. Kamea is looking real cute in the center of the floor right now with that toy. She carries that on all sorts of her body. And Takara seems to really love all these rubdowns. You saw Amy, she was rubbing her down several times throughout the training session. So we invite you guys to think of any questions that you guys have. While you're back here, we want you to ask us any questions. We'll have all of our trainers stationed around the pool. I've said this several times now, but I can't express it enough. We love our jobs, we love these whales, and we love SeaWorld. And we love sharing that with all of you guys. So that's why it's very special to have you guys backstage today. We want to share all the information that we have. So please ask us any questions that you have about these whales. I want to point out that if you exit that way, you can go to our zoological support area. You can see some really cool stuff back there. It's hot, it's in the sun, it's a little bit of a walk, but it's really cool. We have our fish house where we prepare all of our diets for all of our animals here at SeaWorld. We also have our veterinary lab, so those veterinarians ready to talk to you guys, and you can see our laboratory. And we have our backstage area, dolphins and sea lions back there. When you guys head out that way, you can go back into the park. We have a one ocean show with these whales. So you'll see the same whales in the show at 7:30. So thank you guys so much for coming to SeaWorld and hanging out backstage with us. We are open till 7 o'clock back here, so please enjoy the whales as long as you want and answer any questions. Ask any questions you have. Let's enjoy it.
Let's go.